Yeah, my name is Glen Speer. Thanks, Larry, for inviting me to this, and thanks everybody for your time. Like Larry said, time is valuable, and thank you for taking this time to listen to me, and hopefully this will be time well spent. You'll learn a lot about solutions to help protect your FlexPod environments. Okay. Hold on just a second here. Okay, it handed off presenter to me.
Great.
Instead of just control. Sorry, everyone.
Great. Yep, sorry about that.
Offering comprised of Cisco servers, Cisco Nexus switches, and NetApp fast storage. The converged infrastructure, as Larry mentioned, this is a big part of environments, of IT environments going forward. It makes it easy to roll out new environments, add applications, roll out new systems, etc. All validated, all things that you know have been tested in labs and that you can roll out with confidence. Okay, next slide. In the FlexPod architecture, there's many pre-validated applications. As you can see here, VMware, there's usually a hypervisor involved, so you got VMware, Hyper-V has been brought in recently as well, Oracle, all the Microsoft applications, etc. Today we're going to focus on the NetApp fast component, and more specifically on data protection on the NetApp fast. And if you'll click once here. So we're going to focus on data protection and specifically on the NetApp fast platform. Okay, next slide. So customers that roll out a FlexPod have multiple data protection challenges. These are around virtualization, so just adding the virtualization layer, whether it's a converged infrastructure like FlexPod or just adding VMware to the environment, can be complex. Do you handle data protection on those the same way as you did physical systems, or do you do something at the hypervisor level? Do you have choices there? So it can be a challenge. Cost reduction, operational efficiency. FlexPod makes it easy to roll out new systems, makes it very efficient to manage those systems, but if the data protection team doesn't know those systems came in, you may miss them and not protect systems that have critical data involved. And finally, recovery, performance, and complexity. You can make many copies of your data. The NetApp fast platform makes it very easy to make snapshots and replicated copies of your data. But what happens when when you go to recover? It can become a complex. It can become fairly complex trying to find the data that you need and recover it in a timely manner. Underlying all of this is data growth. Statistics say that over the last 2 years, 90% of the data ever created was created in the last 2 years. So as you all know, the growth of data, adding all of this data to these FlexPod environments and with the addition of applications, et cetera, can make it very complex to protect the environments. All of these complicate the ability to meet your goals, not only around data protection and meeting RPOs and RTOs, but also just goals for rolling out new applications, because if you have to worry about protecting those applications as you bring them in, it can slow down rollouts. Ultimately, the goal should be to minimize downtime and enhance, free up IT resources to do more strategic things than just protecting environments and ensuring you have all of your data backed up. Next slide.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. And ultimately, so Gartner Research back in 2012, they started looking forward and said, hey, by 2015, 25% of large enterprises will be using native snapshot and replications technologies. And sure enough, we're looking at 2015, and this has come to pass. customers are looking at technologies not just based on the performance of the technologies themselves from an I/O perspective, but also the ease of protecting data on those platforms. NetApp is in the lead in this area. The ability to snapshot and replicate data built into the platform is second to none on the NetApp FAST platform. Next slide. And ESG supports this as well. So you can see some statistics here. You know, companies are looking to implement snapshot data protection for file systems by itself and to augment existing backup solutions. So the companies that augment backup solutions usually will snapshot the data on those at the array level, as well as do traditional backup of the data. So they're doubling up tasks there. And non-traditional backup technologies continue to gain momentum. You know, you can see some statistics there, but customers are looking to, again, augment their backup strategies with snapshot and native replication to overall reduce cost and to increase the number of recovery points they have for their data within a day. Okay, next slide. But adding native snapshot and replication technologies at the array level can have its challenges as well. Can become complex and recovery can become unreliable. First of all, there's no application awareness in a native array snapshot or replicated copy. You can add tools from the vendor, like for example NetApp in this example using Snap Managers. But each tool is separate for each application and for each array that you're managing. Lots of times you still have a need for scripting. So you have to go in and script, and then if something changes in the scripting language, when you update the array operating system, you have to go back in and update those scripts. Lack of granular restore capability, so the ability to bring back messages in exchange, for example. If you're just snapshotting at the array and doing replication at the array level, you do not have that granular recovery capability. And most of all, you know, without an index, so if you snapshot, for example, a NAS file system, without an index to keep track of the data within that snapshot. And when you go to replicate the copies, they're very hard to recover, to find the data you need to recover. Okay, next slide. And NetApp is a great example of this. NetApp is the leader in integrated data protection built into their array technology. Through NetApp snapshots and SnapMirror and SnapVault replication, customers feel very comfortable in protecting their data. But sometimes it's hard to find the data again when it comes time. So as you go up this chain here, so at the bottom level there, NetApp will propose just a local snapshot, maybe a take copy off of the snapshot. At the next level, and these are all built into the NetApp FAST platform. You could have a local snapshot and then a mirror copy and then maybe a take copy off of the mirror copy. At the next level, you have a local snapshot, a mirror copy, maybe a vaulted copy, so your backup copy, and then sometimes even a tape copy off of that. And then finally at their platinum level, these are actual NetApp slides here and offerings that they have. So local snapshots, a vault, and a mirror copy, and then maybe a secondary mirror copy. And you eliminate tape completely in this scenario. So in all of these scenarios, customers know their data is protected. They've got multiple copies of their data. But when they have to go to recover data, it becomes very complex. So next slide. That's what CommVault, Intellisnap, and NetApp SnapProtect technologies were brought in to help solve. Those customer challenges of recovery when you have multiple snapshot copies, replicated copies throughout your environment. So the NetApp SnapProtect OEM product, it's offered by NetApp, sold and supported by NetApp. It's a subset OEM of CommVault Simpana and Snap, of the CommVault Simpana Intellisnap solution. Enhances the NetApp snapshot and replication story by adding a catalog, so a full index of all the data that's protected, and full tape support. So not just an NDMP dump of data off of a secondary copy, but a fully indexed tape copy. It's fully virtualization and application aware. New systems that come into virtualized environments can automatically be discovered and added to backup policies. And it's designed specifically for use with NetApp storage. Now, for this conversation around technology, CommVault, Intellisnap, and NetApp SnapProtect technologies can be interchangeable. In a moment, we'll talk about differences between the two platforms, but the technologies used in NetApp SnapProtect OEM and CommVault and Intellisnap for NetApp, the technologies are interchangeable. The NetApp Fast, this is primarily for NetApp Fast primary storage, so it's focused on managing snapshots and replication on NetApp Fast. And in the SnapProtect OEM form, the licensing is very simple. It's licensed by active controller, just like your customers buy all of their software for NetApp Fast devices. Next slide. So this is just a quick overview. There's a lot on this slide, but just a quick overview of all the different applications that can be protected with Intellisnap and SnapProtect. You see across here, you got your VMware Exchange, SQL, all of the applications that would be involved in your FlexPod environments, all managed under a central console. So if you had multiple applications within a FlexPod or multiple FlexPods where you had different applications, those could all be managed in one central place. We tie into the on-command unified manager to manage NetApp replication. So that's where we manage the SnapMirror and SnapVault replication. Go out to tape from any of those tiers. So from your snapshot copy, your mirror copy, your vault copy, you can still take tape out. Or with the recent acquisition of cStor, you can add cStor to these environments and send data out to the cStor disk and out to cloud from any of those tiers. Okay, next slide. This is just a quick overview, differences or product feature overview of CommVault, Intellisnap, and NetApp SnapProtect, because we get asked this question a lot. Again, the NetApp SnapProtect is a subset OEM of the CommVault code. The two major differences, as you can see at the top, the two things that NetApp SnapProtect add are one around licensing and one around capabilities. For licensing, SnapProtect OEM is licensed differently than any of the CommVault software that you buy directly from CommVault. It's controller-based. You buy it once for the controller and protect any type of data on that controller. So if you have some Oracle data, some VMware data, some SQL data, whatever applications you have, they're all covered. You buy it once for the controller. So in a FlexPod environment, you've got an array with a couple of controllers on it. You buy a couple of licenses for those two controllers in the array, and you're covered. Also here is SnapProtect for Open Systems. That's unique for SnapProtect OEM. That gives the ability to take data from non-NetApp Fast systems, from third-party systems, and send that data directly to a Fast device and protect it that way. As you go down here, I won't go into every one of these items, but all of the snapshot management and replication management components of NetApp SnapProtect are also available on the NetApp Intellisnap module for CommVault Sampana. And then as you get to the bottom, you start seeing items that are unique to the Sampana environments, such as streaming backup, deduplication, CommVault deduplication, both source side and target, archive and e-discovery, and things of that nature. Okay, next slide. There's actually FlexPod validated data protection designs covered in TR 4213. So this covers NAS, VMware, and Exchange use cases for FlexPod. This was lab testing that was done and validation done in the Cisco labs in Raleigh by joint teams from NetApp and CommVault. So you can refer to this technical reference document that's out on the field portal if you need additional information on FlexPod validated data protection using SnapProtect. Okay, next slide. Okay, now just a quick success story. This is for Accuride. Accuride's offices are in Evansville, Indiana. They're a leading supplier of components to the North American commercial vehicle industry. So lots of engineering data. These guys have lots of patents, a lot of information about very specific items within their inventory. So their business challenge was all around. This wasn't just around data protection, but they wanted to boost performance for business-critical applications so they can get to market faster. They wanted to strengthen their data protection and disaster recovery capabilities and overall improve their management efficiency. So they brought in FlexPod, protected by NetApp SnapProtect. They ended up with the ability to meet their 4-hour RTO and RPO objectives. They're maintaining 100% backup and restore success rates, which is pretty outstanding. And their ability to accelerate their time to market by bringing new systems in and automatically adding them to backup policy allows them to focus more time on strategic activities in the company instead of just worrying about if their data is getting protected or not. Okay, next slide. And a quick mention, so this presentation has been focused on the SnapProtect and the Intellisnap capabilities, but we're also doing a lot more between CommVault and NetApp. We're focusing, around the integrated data protection integration with the SnapProtect, but also E-Series validated designs. So we've put together a series of technical reference documents around E-Series solutions, using E-Series as a back-end storage target for CommVault Sampana. And we've recently, just in the last week, announced a brand new backup appliance using NetApp E-Series storage. So if you're looking at appliances for protecting your environments, talk to your cStor folks and they can tell you more about that new appliance. Also around cloud integrations, we have cloud integrations built into the CommVault platform. We have the ability to run CommVault Sampana or SnapProtect in cloud compute environments, as well as support for the NetApp cStor appliance, as I mentioned previously. Okay, next slide. So that wraps up my formal content here. So if anyone has any questions or anything, let us know.
We do actually have one question from Tony Glen. And Tony's question is, does this support OpenVMS? Does this also support AIX, Linux, etc.?
Yes. So AIX, Linux are supported, OpenVMS support. For the Sampana platform, yes, we do have support there. SnapProtect itself does not. The SnapProtect OEM product does not have the OpenVMS support. But on the Sampana side, we do have that, absolutely. On the AIX side, we have support up for either SnapProtect or for Sampana. Hopefully that helped answer that question.
It did. Tony said thank you. Thanks, Glenn.
Thanks,
At
Tony.
this time, we have no other questions, so we will pass it back to Larry. Thanks again, everyone, for your attention. Actually, we do. Sorry, there's a couple more questions coming in. Let me just grab those for you, Glenn. Will there be an actual demo on this